Hello everyone and welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott and I wanted to do a little follow-up today on my cold weather video, and I want to talk about the layers that I use. I know a lot of people, I've been trained by the Army and other places on how to dress, but I know there's some folks out there that may not have. So the other day when I was out in that 19-degree weather, this is basically what I wore. My wardrobe doesn't change a whole lot in how I do. Some of the the long sleeve shirts, they may change a little bit, the colors may change, but it's all basically the same. I want to start out with, in my other video, I made a comment about my muck loafers, and these are my muck loafers. As you can see, they've got a rubber body with leather trim around where your foot goes in. One of the things I like about these, besides being waterproof, is that the tread does not hold mud. In other words, if you wear like a Vibram sole in the mud we have around here, it gets all chunked into your tread, and then your boots weigh 1 pound to 2 pounds more each because it's all filled with mud. With these, that doesn't seem to happen as much, so I really like them. But I wanted to show you the muck loafers I use when working around the farm. And I wear these out working a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll go to a work shoe, but in general, these are what I wear. Okay. Of course, I'm not going to show my skivvies or my BVDs, whatever that is. You wear what you wear, and more power to you. The socks that I typically wear in the winter, they are a wool blend sock, and they're made by a company called Darn Tough. We are able to wash these. I'm not sure if my wife puts them in a regular cycle or a delicate cycle, but she's able to wash these in the machine, and they don't seem to shrink that much, and they do a good job. They keep my feet warm. In the summertime when it's real hot, I may switch to cotton socks, but most of the year this is what I wear. It's one of the few wool items that I wear on a regular basis, because typically wool is hard to care for, and I try to make it as easy on my wife as possible, because I do tend to get dirty out here working on the homestead. All right, the next layer is it's a Carhartt Force Extreme shirt, they call it, but really it's kind of like a long sleeve t-shirt. It's not very thick. It's pretty comfortable. I think they treat it, I think it's mostly cotton, and they treat it to make it water repellent or waterphobic, where water, moisture is transported away from your body. However, these or just a long sleeve t-shirt, they both work pretty much about the same. But this is my base layer, and this is a layer that I can strip down to. So this is one of my layers that I wear. On top of that, in this weather, I'm wearing a flannel shirt. This is one of my flannel shirts. It's not overly thick, but it does, again, it's part of the layering system. And here in Georgia, while it may be 25 or 30 degrees in the morning, by the afternoon, it could be in the 50s or even the low 60s. And so having the ability to take layers off as the day gets hot is very important. Sometimes I'll wear the shirt tucked in. Sometimes I'll wear it loose just to make it easier to take off. Next is my pants. Just standard cotton dungaree blue jean type pants. I don't wear long johns, mainly because, again, here in Georgia it warms up, and it's very hard to take off those long johns, when you're out in the field or out in public or whatever. So in general, I tend not to wear long johns here unless I know it's going to be cold all day, because in a couple hours it'll be just fine. So that's those are my base underlayers. Now, during that video, this is what I wore on the outside. This is just a fleece beanie hat, nothing spectacular about it. And then these are a new addition. I bought these because I knew it was going to be cold. And these are a heavier insulation than what I normally wear. A lot of times I'll wear gloves like the Mechanics brand, but I know that they're only good down to maybe the 30s, and after that your hands start to get a little cold. So I bought these, and they work just fine. Below that, I mentioned this. This is my Sam's Club special. I call it my puffy jacket. It was Eddie Bauer. I think I bought it for like $29 or something. It's quite warm, and it does a good job. Again, it's another layer that I can remove as I start to warm up. And then on top of that, I just had a Carhartt quilted hoodie, or quilted sweatshirt top or hoodie, and it's slightly quilted, and it's got the canvas on the outside with the hood. Here in Georgia, I really like having hoods, again, because it's very easy to pop on, to pop off. And sometimes when you're working, you alternate between getting hot and getting cold. And like I said in my other video, a lot of heat comes through your head. So if you want to cool off quickly, you just pop the hood back and allow more heat to escape to allow your body to regulate. So that's pretty much what I wear. Like I said, I may wear a different jacket. I may wear a different intermediate layer. I may wear, different shirt, t-shirt combinations. Sometimes I'll wear a short sleeve t-shirt instead of a long sleeve t-shirt. But it varies. But the main gist of this whole thing is that you have the ability to lose layers as it gets warm, because you don't want to get, number one, you don't want to get overheated, and number two, you don't want to sweat and make your clothes damp. Because like I said in my other video, wool, even when it gets wet, will not keep you as warm as when it's dry. So you want to try to keep your clothing dry no matter what they are, because even wool will lose some of its heat retention when it gets wet. So that's it. Again, I appreciate you guys coming and visiting my channel. I appreciate everybody that comments. The few comments I get, I appreciate. I do try to monitor the channel. I do try to put out information. I think I put out the more boring stuff, but it's stuff that people need to know, and they need to learn, and they need to experiment with. And that's what I can say about the clothes here, is that you need to experiment with your layers. I've been wearing Carhartt clothes for about 50 years, and so I have a really good idea on how they work, how they feel, what their strengths and weaknesses are. And so that's why I wear a lot of Carhartt. But if you are a Dickies guy, a Walls guy, just know your clothes and understand how they work, because that could save your life. So that's all I got for everyone. Stay safe and stay secure. We'll see you.